Hello Flight Simmers, Pilot 83 here, doing a little tutorial for y'all in the Indiafoxtecho and Heatblur Simulations F-14 Tomcat. In this video we're going to cover how to navigate this plane with a flight plan that you created from the world map, because if you're on Xbox like me, that's the only way you can put a flight plan into this plane. We'll also go over how to use the Autopilot. Now in the making of this video I learned some of this from watching some DCS tutorials on this plane, and I did notice a few things. That the current version of this plane is not exactly the same as DCS. There's a few things that don't work in the co-pilot seat. I understand there's some limitations to the sim, so that's probably the reason why. Hopefully they find a way around it, or some new ways of doing things, but still a great plane either way. Let's go ahead and get to it, make it fun. Actually, we'll make it easy, all about fun. Alright, so let's go ahead and hide our stick. Okay, so in front of you here we got three screens. On this screen we really need to focus on is the horizontal display situation screen. We do have our hood up here, we do have our vertical display right here. I made a flight plan in the world map. We're at Pensacola Sherman right now, and my flight plan is just going to Charlotte Douglas. We're not actually going to fly the whole flight plan, but this is just to show you how you navigate this plane currently. So, this screen right here, like I said, is what we'll be focusing on. Right here on the right under mode, we have these 5 switches. We have takeoff, cruise, air-to-air, air-to-ground, landing. This is going to change, which is on your HUD and vertical display. Just go change the way you see the information, what's popping up. It doesn't actually change the way the plane flies or anything. So leave that in takeoff mode. Then on the horizontal, we have our steer switches down here. For this video, the only thing you need to focus on is the destination. We'll click it. Boom. When I click that there, you notice there's now this arrow right here. This is a line showing us where we need to be headed to get to our waypoint and the direction. Alright. Now if we get in the back of the co-pilot, you'll have this same screen. Now if you just do a flight plan from point A to point B, it's just going to have one waypoint, one direction. If you do a low IFR airways or high, then you'll have more waypoints. And to see those waypoints, so you see this right here, this is how far we are away from that waypoint, 433 nautical miles. You go on this little switch right here next to your TID screen, click it. See how the range is changing? It's because we're switching through waypoints. Shows how far we are away. Alright. Start the first one right there. There is this box over here I saw. I can't seem to make it work unless I'm doing something wrong. If I'm doing something wrong, you'll let me know. Turn on attack data. It's got waypoint 1, 2, 3, fixed waypoint, home base, all that stuff. Nothing happens when I click on it. Everything stays the same right here on the screen. So y'all let me know if I'm doing something wrong there. Now also, right here, if y'all didn't know, in the middle of this screen, you have a menu, the Cougar menu. You can also click on option 4, and you can also click your waypoints here. And when you do this here, Cougar will talk to you, let you know that you clicked it. Alright. We'll go over the autopilot in the air, but I'm going to show y'all how to put this into action. So you'll see the range there, 260 miles. Let's go ahead and get this plane up, and I'll show y'all this in the works. Let's set the flaps down. Go ahead and unlock my nose wheel. There we go. Parking brake off. Up, flaps up. As we're doing this, you'll see on the screen here, waypoint information, true airspeed, ground speed, see this diamond up here. We're going to move this arrow into that diamond. And keep in mind, like I said, this plane will not follow the flight plan itself. You will have to either set up heading in your autopilot and set a heading to follow your flight plan to the next waypoint, or you'll have to manually follow it. The plane will not auto follow. Go and slow down. See, we're lining up. As we're doing this, you'll see our range here is decreasing, showing us that we're getting closer to that next waypoint. Right now we're at 260, 259. Now if we go here to our VFR, now keep in mind this is not going to be exact to your VFR, but it will be close. So your VFR is down there. Alright, we're going the direction that we need to be going. Okay. Now, from here, pull this down a little bit. Slow down some. We turn on our autopilot. So we're down some here, so we can use our heading. So turn on autopilot, come back here, turn on altitude hold. Now we could go to heading. And use heading to follow the flight plan. Now our heading bug is right here. Alright? So you can use this to do your heading. Or if you're like me and you have it assigned to something, you could just turn your heading knob and use your heading knob. Now something else I will show you. Something else I'll show you. Oh, she's starting to follow the heading now. Line up the heading. Line us up here so we don't get too off course. Yes, you can use your heading right there. Your heading bug, and you could use that with your autopilot to follow the flight plan. Now something I want to show you is back here in the back. So once you're in the air and you have autopilot on, if you click back on Cougar screen, you'll have these new options pop up for your autopilot. Some of these options are not on your autopilot panel down to your left. So you turn autopilot on here, we can do that. Now if you go over here to autopilot set altitude, so we can hold current altitude and Cougar will respond when you click this, or we can do things like increase. You'll see aircraft altitude and autopilot reference altitude. Now, when you click on these, so say you click plus 5,000 feet, the plane will gradually climb to that altitude. You cannot manually increase the vertical speed or decrease it. The plane will do it on its own. But increasing altitude or decreasing altitude can only be done from the Cougar screen right here. Go back to that. We could say go down 5,000, and now we're going back down. So you go up 1,000, and you'll start to slowly climb. Or set your current altitude, your Cougar say Roger, and he'll hold it. We can also come back down here, and I'll show you how you could do the heading up there, but you could also do the heading right here as well if you wanted to. So you could do things like set autopilot reference heading to current destination bearing. Gotcha. Alright. That's probably going to be your easiest way of doing this, because you're going to go off what your next waypoint is. That's the easiest way. Or you could go up here and increase, decrease. I'd rather do it on the knob up there. But the easiest way would be to click on what I just showed you. Set autopilot reference heading to current destination bearing. That's the easiest way of doing it. So aircraft heading and autopilot reference heading. So if we get back to the front menu here, or I'm sorry, the pilot seat, you'll now see that we are lined up exactly. So by clicking that one switch, you'll go ahead and get you lined up. So that's really the only way you can get to follow. It's kind of like using nav when you click on that one switch, but it's not. But it's a little bit of a cheat, you could say. But that's how that works, guys. And real fast before I end this video, if we go back here again, so let's say if I say second waypoint, which is a little bit off. Let's go even further, and then click on this. If we want to make a little custom waypoints out, and then click that again, it's going to take us directly to that. So like I said, it's kind of like nav. It's not. It's heading. But clicking that option 6 right there, make your life a whole lot easier and trying to navigate the skies in this plane. But as always, guys, I'm Pilot 83. I hope this video was easy and helpful for y'all. I was trying to make it easy and helpful. I'll have more tutorials coming. I'm really waiting for the full manual to come out. I've been going a lot in the DCS version of this plane, trying to learn it. But till next time, guys, see you on the air. We should have a couple good drops tomorrow. I know we're getting the Raphael and a couple other things that I cannot mention at the moment, but it should be good, guys. Much love to all y'all. Merry Christmas, guys.